getting a hell of a lot more pretty, I think, than a lot of people, because a lot of people have also gotten into weird places with the people they love. They fought over money. They fought over an argument. They've cut people out of their lives that they actually love, but it was their own hurt. So I'm incredibly at peace. I'd like to do more, and I think all of us do.
5 years ago when we had a conversation, I asked you what your biggest fear was, and you responded with that exact answer, which was fear of losing your parents.
Yes.
This profound impact that your mother has had on you has become...
And my father, by the way, real quick. We didn't get there.
Yeah.
My dad telling me that word is bond might be the single piece inside of me that allowed me not to be the bad version that some people think I am.
The first time I've seen you get emotional recently as it relates to on stage was that moment where you talked about your mother. And I was going through, I've got these photos here of you as this young man. I was going through all of these pictures and I was reading how you've described her, especially in recent years. This was my favorite picture here of you and your...
in Russia.
Yeah. I've never seen you get emotional on stage before, other than when you talked about the profound influence she's had on you. So if this were, God forbid, the last day you had on earth to send a message to your mother, what exactly would you say?
You did it. She just really wanted to be the best mother because she didn't have one. I would just say she did it.
What did she do?
She made me happy. You know, I want to make everybody happy. And it's because I'm aware that she did a better job making me happy than anything I've ever seen about anybody and anywhere about anything. And I just feel like if I don't do that, given that I was given the gift of gab, if I don't scale that, if I don't help the biggest thing I can do for her is scale what she did for me.
Gary, thank you. Thank you. I have to, I sent you a voice note on your birthday just communicating to you the influence you've had on my life. But I'm going to say it to your face, you created a blueprint, which is an evolving blueprint. And I followed the evolution of that blueprint as it's become even more centered on empathy and kindness and how we treat others. Clearly that comes from this wonderful woman here.
100%.
So I thank her for creating a son that's inspired me so much and guided me. There's so much that you've done, which I've literally copied. And I think it's important to say that to you because sometimes people say it to me, I've copied your blueprint and that blueprint has changed my life.
The thing I wish for you and everybody is I'm incredibly aware of that. And the fact that that makes me happy is the thing I think about every day because it makes so many of our contemporaries unhappy.
Amen. I really wanted to say that to your face while I had the chance. We have a closing tradition on this podcast where the last guest asks a question for the next guest.
I like that.
Yeah. Interesting. I've heard you talk somewhat about this before. What do you want your tombstone to read about you?
He gave more than he took. It's very clear to me. It's been there for a long time in my head. Listen, I have a lot of dreams and hopes for myself. We need to teach people that's okay. That doesn't make you bad. That makes you awesome. But if you can balance that with also giving just a little bit more, in whatever that means. And for me, it's communication and perspective. I'll donate plenty of money, but that's easy. A lot of people do that are lucky enough to be good enough at that. I gave more than I took. I believe in that.
You've certainly given me much more than you've ever taken. So thank you for that, Gary. I appreciate you. And it's an honor to spend some time with you.
Thank you, my friend.
Quick word from one of our sponsors. I've got a tip for all of you that will make your virtual meeting experiences, I think, 10 times better. As some of you may know by now, BlueJeans by Verizon offers seamless, high-quality video conferencing. But the reason why I use BlueJeans versus other video conferencing tools is because of immersion. Their tools make you feel more connected to the employees or customers you're trying to engage with. And now they're launching one of their biggest feature enhancements to impact virtual events so far called BlueJeans Studio. I actually used it the other day. I did a virtual event using the studio, which I think about 700 of you came to. TV level production quality, all done by one person with very little technical experience on a laptop. So if you've got an event coming up and you're thinking about doing it virtually, check out Blue Jean Studio now. Let me know what you think, because I genuinely believe, I know this is an advert and I'm supposed to say this, but I genuinely believe it's the best tool I've seen for doing really immersive, simple but high quality production virtual events.